Yeah, and away we go.
Heads down.
And I
Lee
think
Johnson got really mugged there. He's in about 6th or 7th place.
I think most of these lads will just take it a little bit easier. Michael Rutter and Gary Johnson, number 7 there. He's got the inside line if he gets it stopped, but really don't want any bravery down in this first corner.
Michael Rutter's not playing with that one, is it? I think this is going to be a great day for Bruce Anstey. I thought as he started so well as they were going along the coast road the first time, and he looked ever so comfortable in these iffy conditions. Comes through Church.
Here we go, and it's still Gary Johnson from Bruce Anstey, number 5 there on the Paget's machine. Lovely colours from the Valvoline sponsorship.
Bruce Anstey having an excellent ride this morning, this damp morning on that Paget's Honda, and Helly Telly is looking down on this little trio of slipstreamers.
Is that rain down there?
It is heavy rain.
Heavy rain, yeah.
Yes,
Hang on, Alistair Seeley might have known something that we didn't. That is heavy, heavy rain down there right now. Look at this for a draft. Gary Johnson there going through.
Just went sailing past, and if you'll pardon the pun.
On the 13 machine, East Coast Construction Honda, and is he going to switch to the inside? Who's going to be the last of the late breakers in these wet conditions? And look at this, Bruce Anstey still in there, and there is that number 34, I said, and he's down the inside.
Bruce Anstey on the back of this little group, and maybe he's got a tyre we don't know anything about, because he seems to be fading as Seeley moves into 3rd place, heading up towards the Mill Row roundabout, and it was raining at the top end of the circuit. When they get to the far end, they don't know whether the rain has stopped or it's moved further towards them or anything, so it's all going to be a bit of a surprise.
Very little in the power difference, so you can see whoever is behind us. And look at this, the run from Gary Johnson.
Gary Johnson.
Side by side, and look at this. That's Bruce Anstey. Bruce Anstey also hurtling down the outside there, so it's still going on. Connor Cummins at the back, hanging in there really well.
Seeley on the inside, Seeley on the inside. We've seen it. Oh, look at this. They're all...
Lee Johnson. Lee Johnson's
all the way
stuck
through
in
to the
there.
front.
He's good on the brakes, Lee. Oh, a bit of squirming and squirreling going on in the corner, and Lee got that wrong, but it also, what he did, he blocked Alistair Seeley's run as well, and you see him spin up, he's out on the white line.
Well, Lee Johnson just too hot into the Mathers cross chicane, but that's not put him off, as it looks, just straight up the inside, late on the brakes again as they go to the McRavoy.
Look how wet it is. You can see the rooster tails coming out the back here now. Absolutely soaked down here in towards the Metropole at the moment.
Seeley, lots of confidence in his wet setup. Johnson round the outside. Is he going to get this one done, or are they going to touch? Alistair Seeley lets him have it.
It's getting dry. Alistair Seeley's very good. We're coming up towards Black Hill. He's got the inside line. He's going to run through there, sure. Lee Johnson can't do anything about it. Oh, look at this. This is very spectacular racing. I would have said that Lee Johnston hadn't got the right tyres on for these conditions, but it's working for him. He's got intermediates
all the way round. Yes, I forgot to mention how much we love 600s, everybody. And in case you were wondering why, this is why. Look at this. Lee Johnston with Alistair Seeley right behind him. Bruce Anstey in 3rd place. Who would have bet on that at the start of this race? If it stays like this, Alistair Seeley's going to come out onto the last lap behind Lee Johnston as they go over the coast road and not be able to do much about it.
But there's not a lot in it at all. That's Bruce Anstey still hanging in there, isn't it? In 3rd place, gaining. It's very, very wet. There's still more rain down at University. Bruce Anstey squeezed through there. Who's it going to be on the brakes? And I think I'm going to put my money on Lee Johnston on the brakes. Bruce Anstey's going to have a go. Bruce is gaining. I'm just not sure if he's going to be as late as Lee on the brakes, but he's got track position by a long way.
Look at that Honda go.
This is going to be quite interesting at that point. So Bruce has a slide as well, just started spinning up a little bit. Seeley is through on the inside, and look at this three abreast. We're talking 175 miles an hour.
He's right on Bruce's tail coming out of that corner, isn't he?
He is. He's going to have a go into Church Corner as well. He's got it spinning up, but he's tipping it in there. He's got the inside line to the dry part of the circuit, but surely he's not going to... Alistair Seeley, how good is he up through Black Hill?
That is a monster of a corner. That is a man's corner, Black Hill. We're heading towards another lap.
Back markers. Lots of back markers coming up now. Right, we have started the last lap. We've got about 8 miles to run of this. Who has got the tyres left? Who's got the bravery left? Who's got the tenacity and skill to get past some of the back markers that are coming up?
Scrap Lee Johnson closing up. You're right, Steve. Look at that. He was right on the back of Alistair Seeley now, going for the toe. He wants a tug down here.
They're going to. Lee Johnston is gaining. He's in the slipstream. Perfect position to get the slingshot. That punch of air is being made a hole in it by Alistair Seeley. And there he goes down. down the outside and an safe braking zone. But if he does get in front, he's got to do a very defensive line up into Black Hill to stop Alistair Seeley. Look at this. Bruce Anstey has just rocketed by. And it is Bruce into that corner. He gets his way through there, and that's Lee Johnston in second spot next.
It is Bruce, it's Lee Johnston.
Oh, Bruce has gone down the slip road.
There's a penalty for this, isn't there?
He's
There's
going to have
enough to make his escape. Alistair Seeley is in his slipstream and closing as they run towards the next one. He's alongside. Alistair Seeley's going for the pass. He wants to do Lee Johnston strong. He's going round
Johnston's going round the outside. I've told you how brave he is on the brakes. He is exquisitely fast and late on those brakes. Again, Lee Johnston, I think, will probably be later on the brakes.
He tries to crowd him.
Oh,
yeah,
they're
down. They're both off. Both of them.
Oh.
They're both off. They touch.
Yeah,
that was
they did.
too brave from both of them.
Yeah, they both wanted the same piece of track.
Bruce Anstey from Connor Cummins. Well,
who would have thought the Paget's machine, another win for them. They've had lots around here. Bruce Anstey, this is going to be very special.
Just when you think that Bruce Anstey hasn't come to the races at all, he wakes up one morning and thinks, today's the day and this is it. Connor Cummins isn't going to challenge him in his last couple of corners. 10th win at the Northwest 200 for Bruce Anstey.